Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. You have found the internet's best live break room featuring signed sports memorabilia and autographed sports cards inside the most exciting mystery boxes. If you're new to breaking with us, we can help break it down to make it as easy as possible to understand. First, head to the live break page and look for a series that suits your interests. Most of the series will have 8 spots, which represent the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, that means you have a 1 in 8 chance to win an item at an extremely discounted rate. Then click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you have completed your checkout, tune in to the next available live breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at 7 p.m. Central Time any day of the week, or 4 p.m. on weekdays, along with 2 p.m. on weekends. As you watch, you will see your name appear on the screen. When your specific break begins, your name will go into the randomizer and will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that evening's dice roll number. Once the randomization is over, the list of names of people that bought into that live break will be matched up with a specific division. If the item that is pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations, you just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia that will be shipped straight to your door. Want to guarantee yourself an item as opposed to testing your luck? Most of the series that you see on the live break page can be purchased under the mystery box tab of our website. Those boxes could either be shipped directly to your door or opened on the air before being sent to you. While you are there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Points Club. This exclusive club earns you points towards specific discounts, signed items, or exclusive events each and every time you buy at ultimateautographs.com. Well, the time has finally come. Let's get breaking.
Hello and welcome to Ultimate Autographs. I'm Kamen here with Colin, ready for a big show. Colin, we have our headliner board here to the left of the screen. You guys can't see it, but I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at a lot of names. Diamond helmets, platinum authentics, replicas, bats, jerseys, minis, almost every single headliner available in all of those series. 1, 2, or 3 off the board. Vast majority still out there. I mean, college is the one that has 1 headliner left, but otherwise can't miss as a couple. Not many left in that series. We are full of headliners. So many big names. Diamond helmets, Tua, Terry Bradshaw, Jim Brown, Brett Favre, Justin Fields, Travis Kelce, Josh Allen, all in the room. Cannot wait to get started, Colin. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. We dropped the bats last night, too. Whew, man, those things have been fire so far. Still a lot of headliners left in that, like you were saying. I want to see some Johnny Bench, Vlad Jr. We did pull Mike Piazza, but Juan Soto, too.
Yogi Berra? How about some good catchers in that bat series?
Yeah, how about the NL MVP, Paul Goldschmidt?
Let's go. A lot of goodies in there. Looking for it all. Bring it on, says Raider Paul. Let's go, says Devin, number 1. Let's do it, folks. One other quick note. It is Thirsty Thursday today. You buy 5 break spots. You select the jerseys with the 6th one. You get your jersey spot for free. It must be 5 spots in the same order, the same cart. Not 5 throughout the day. It must be 5 on the same order. And you must select the jersey with the 6th one as one single spot. You're not going to get it for free automatically. So there you go.
There you go.
Carson saying that he was devastated last night. Actually, you told me Carson had some bad beats last night, Colin.
I was hoping you weren't going to go back and watch Carson.
Poor guy. It happens once in a while.
It means you're due.
Chris George says he's due today. We got Carlos Delgado saying, "What's up, guys? Look at this, Colin. I'm going to go at every joke. His name is Carlos Delgado. He's in the bat break. Carlos Delgado loves his baseball. The retired baseball player can't get enough of baseball that he's back in the breaks. So let's get it rolling. Devin wants Goldie or Edmonds. Obviously a big Cardinal fan. So we'll start the show with our dice roll. 2 virtual dice. Looking for 6 or higher, Colin. 4 and a 5. 9 on the dice roll. Heading on over to our Wheel of Names. What are we chasing today? Chase item of the day. We got ourselves, I was going to say it's going to be between probably the 2 hottest series tonight, Diamonds and Bats. It's going to be Diamonds.
All right.
Diamond helmets will be the chase. We got 28 of these left, folks. Not that many to go. I mean, in retrospect for diamonds, that's nothing, Colin. We can knock that out tonight in theory.
Mm-hmm.
So bats, though, is the first 2 breaks. So I believe this is a single box break first. Then we have a quad box break next in the baseball bats. So Carlos, Brandon, and Devin, drop me a number on the bats. We got 4, 6, 7, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 19, and 20. First come, first serve. Otherwise, I'll randomize the bat numbers, guys. We'll need 4 in the quad next, Colin.
Yeah, I got a lot of numbers coming.
Yes. So give me them bat numbers. 20. Thank you, Devin.
Any.
It does, Carson. Actually, good news for Carson. Carson says, so if I bought into a single diamond last night, and that's the chase right now, and it sells out, does that count or no? Yes, it does, actually. That's the beauty of a carryover order that does count. Any diamond break that fills up this show is entered in the chase, whether you got your spot last night or you got it tonight.
Truth.
So Raider Paul, the chase is something that we determined based off the wheel at the beginning of the show. Anyone that enters that break enters a chance for a wheel spin. It's anywhere from 1 to 100. Let's just say we do 4 diamond breaks. It would be 32 names in there, but if you buy like 8 spots, you would have 8 of the 32 names.
Right.
So it'll be a top spot randomization. The top spot after 9 clicks, which is the dice roll, gets a wheel spin and gets a gift card that's anywhere from 1 to 100. I'm relieved, LOL. Thank you for the info. Carson, I was not here last night playing a little rec volleyball. We did pretty good, by the way, Colin.
Did you catch a dub?
We won 2 games.
What?
So best of 5. So we didn't win the whole thing, but we got a couple games. It was a lot of fun.
That's great for your team.
Yeah,
What I hear.
I think we won the 1st and the 5th. The other team had no mercy in the middle, but we were close in the middle. They did have 4 people, which did help, 4 or 5, but we played well. Played very well last night.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get these guys randomized 9 times for our first bat break. This is MLB divisions, so it's actually a 1 in 6 chance to win with each spot you have. So that's even better odds than the NFL breaks. Barcelona beat Real Madrid today, Colin. I'm pumped.
Hey.
Copa del Rey, Spanish first leg, 1-0 win. So I'm in a good mood today, man.
And they
in a good mood.
didn't have that signature comeback, huh?
No, they didn't. Who's still left in the hot bat, says Johnny Gags. You know, Johnny Gags is a resident soccer fan here in the room. Let me get this all set up here so it's full screen. In the bats, we've got Ronald Acuna left, Vlad Guerrero Jr. Looks like, Colin, we have ourselves Juan Soto, Johnny Bench, Paul Goldschmidt, and Yogi Berra. So after 9 clicks, we got Carlos up top. You've got the AO East Carlos. We got Brandon in the AO Central. It is Carlos AO West, Devin NO East and NO Central, and Carlos NO West in the warning track baseball bats. So Carlos Delgado had a lot of pop, Colin. Not even warning track power, just went all the way. So he's looking to win. Potentially, let's see. He's got the AO East, right? Delgado was a Blue Jay.
Mm-hmm.
Could win himself, in theory, in this break.
That's the dream.
That's the dream. Get a bat autographed by yourself. Here we go. Box 20 coming up. 20 of 35 in the baseball bats. These guys do love their bats. Oh, look at this one. Just came right apart.
It's ready.
We got ourselves Carlos Delgado. Just kidding, Colin. It's a joke. It's a joke. We're just kidding. How about Orlando Cepeda with the Hall of Fame 99 inscriptions? Louisville Slugger baseball bat. Mr. Cepeda was an absolute star. Nice hit right there, Orlando Cepeda, Colin. What a start to the show. A former great first baseman in the MLB. Played some outfield as well at one point. Cepeda's 85 years old, Mr. Cepeda. Still going hard. 11-time All-Star, NL MVP in 1967. Led the league in home runs in 61, RBIs in 61 and 67. I'm looking at his tenure here because I know he played with the Cardinals and he played with the Giants, among other teams. Longest with the Giants, Colin. So it's going to be An NL East hit. We got ourselves Devin Goodman, or NL Central, excuse me. Nope, NL East is, actually, Giants is NL West. My man, I haven't done baseball in a while. Giants is the NL West. It's Carlos Delgado. Congrats, Carlos, on your Orlando Cepeda. Hall of Fame 99. Got in through the Veterans Committee, Colin. Took a while, but nice giant hit there on the Louisville Slugger baseball bat. So Bob's going to watch a former Blackhawk play his first game wearing the blue at the Garden, Patrick Kane. Enjoy, Bob. Congrats on the big addition. They got Panarin as well in that squad, who's also a former Hawk. Rangers getting a lot of those Hawk players, man.
I hope he shows out, Bob.
Yeah.
I hope he's everything you want him to be.
He's a great player, man. Fantastic player. I guess the Hawks are in rebuild mode. If they weren't before, they're officially now in rebuild mode.
In tanking mode. Lose every game. I'm with Joe Aguilar now on that.
Yeah.
Lose every game.
So Orlando Cepeda, Colin, 297 lifetime average. Well over 1,000 RBIs, just under 400 home runs. Played on a lot of teams. I'm looking at his page right now. Longest with the Giants, NOS hit. Played with the Cardinals, the Braves, the A's, the Red Sox, the Royals. Long career for Mr. Cepeda.
Absolutely. That slugging percentage, 499 too.
That's not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad. All righty. So we have another quad box break coming up. This is the warning track quad. It is Corey Beckler, Corey Craig, Lindsey Milligan, William Stefanelli, John Gagliano, and Timothy Boulay. I need 4 box numbers, folks. It's a quad box break. We'll do 4 numbers. So first come, first serve. Let's knock out some bat breaks here. Otherwise, we've got the next man up afterwards. And we have another baseball single that's full. So the double is closed, I believe.
Yeah, I think 2 spots now.
And we're going to do a quad instead of a double the next break.
Sounds good.
So these guys like the quads, clearly. The bats are hot. Wow, that's quite a Hall of Fame class. Cepeda made the Hall of Fame the same year as Brett, which I'm guessing he's talking about George Brett, Yunt, and Nolan Ryan.
Yeesh.
We got Corey Craig, Craigerific, asking for 6'10", 17, and 19, Colin. He was just ahead of Corwin, which is Corey Beckler, who has 7, 12, 17, and 19. So actually, both guys want 17 and 19, but 6 and 10 will do. Cepeda bat put away here. So good start in the break room. So you keep your same divisions for all 4 baseball bats, Colin. So actually in a quad box break, albeit very unlikely, in theory, you could win all 4 bats. You could win all 4.
That'd be pretty awesome.
Everyone here has 1 spot in this quad, though. So realistically, maybe hoping for 2 out of 4. That's pretty nice for sure. Sounds like Julio Franco with all those teams. Yeah, man, he was a longtime Brave, but played on a bunch of teams. Mr. Julio, great baseball player he was.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the day, great hitter. You know, played on a lot of teams, and who was a great player, Ricky Henderson.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes you play on a bunch of teams, does not mean you're a bad player. Just that's how it goes, man.
That's how it goes. I mean, look at these. A lot of these guys today are just going where the money is. Why not?
Show me the money, right?
Mookie Betts is already on his 2nd team. He's probably going to stay with the Dodgers for a while.
Yeah. Carlos Correa changed teams about 3 times in the offseason, I think.
Right.
And a lot of that was, believe it or not, definitely due to money.
Oh, yeah.
We got Lindsey up top in the AO East. We got John AO Central. It's William AO West, Corey NO East, Timothy Boulay NO Central, Corey NO West. Let me get these off the ticker here. We have 6 going off, 10 going off the ticker, 17. Oh, undo here. 17 and 19 also going off the ticker in the baseball bats. I'm going to go chronologically here. I like to go from lowest bat to the highest bat in the quad box break. I will start with 6 here, then we'll do 10. Both played for the Mets, says Ken. There you go. I love the journeyman guys.
Yep.
Who's Morandini played a lot. He was a former Cub. Who's that catcher that played? Benito Santiago. He played everywhere, Mr. Benito. Here we go, folks. Quad box break on the way in the bats. And we are starting with the headliner right off the bat. That sound, by the way, was not the bat. It was just the box hitting the floor. We got ourselves a Ronald Acuna baseball bat. This right here is fantastic. Nice. One of the best young hitters in the game. All-star. He's a 30-30 guy. Really like a 5-tool player, Ronald Acuna. Nice hit. That's going to be the NL East, and that's going to be Corey Craig. Box number mojo on your Ronald Acuna Black Rawlings Pro bats. So, very nice. Acuna Jr.
I think he's kind of a forgotten man after last season, but
yeah,
man, this dude is healthy. He is one of, if not the best player in the MLB, in my opinion.
I mean, you can't deliver every year. Everyone's human. I think that a lot of the problem with him, too, is they won the World Series without him, but he was such a good player, going to be such a good player, 3-time All-Star, part of the 30-30 club, led the league in steals in 2019, 2-time Silver Slug Award winner, 2-time All-MLB second team. So, wrong Corey says Corwin. We got Craig saying, what a start. No, it's the right Corey. Corey Craig, respectfully. And depends on which one you are. It's the one, the NL East one is the one that we're choosing. No worries for the other Corey. Plenty of time to get a bat yourself, man. Yeah, okay. Plenty of time.
We've still got 3 more to go.
Ronald Acuna. Get this bad boy put away. This bat break is pretty cool, Colin. Pretty cool bat break, if you ask me. 2 Craigs and Corey's, I guess, going at it right now. Respectfully, with the laughter. Acuna was in the first one. You know, this, oh my, okay. Well, in a quad box break, you can win multiple things. I'm going to keep this one in here, Colin. These are very hard to get out. If it's a headliner, I'll pull it out. A special bat, I'll fully pull it out. This one I'm keeping in the bag. This was one of the best lefty power pitchers. Great closer, John Rocker. Rocker was a Brave as well. So, great John Rocker hit. Corey Craig, NO East. It's a Brave party, Colin. It's another Brave for Corey Craig. Very nice right there. Man, I guess that's, what is that, box number mojo, right? He called out the boxes, John Rocker. I honestly can't read this inscription. I'm trying to read it right here. I can't see what it says, to be honest. But I know that he signed one of his bats, F the Yankees. He's not a Yankees fan. Played him in the World Series, Mr. John Rocker. He was a hard-throwing left-handed closer. Those are kind of hard to hit, right?
Oh, yeah.
Especially back in the day when throwing 95 was fast. Now that's just normal.
That's just every day.
I won 4 out of 5 bat breaks last time calling boxes. 2 out of 2 this time, says Corey. Yep, you're rolling, man. You know, some guys really believe in the box number mojo. Others really do not. But I would say, Corey Craig, call out your boxes, brother. It's working.
It's working.
17 is next, the Chris Bryant box. Even though I think he's 23 right now on the Rockies. I did see some spring training highlights last night. It was him going deep as 23. Felt weird. Weird to see.
Weird to see, yeah, for sure.
Just kind of a interesting break. So a lot of pitchers coming out here. A lot of pitchers coming out on baseball bats. We got ourselves the 1985 World Series champion inscription on this one. That's going to be the Royals, I believe, winner 85. Brett Saberhagen played with a bunch of different baseball teams, but his time with the Royals was his best. He was a Red Sox at one point. Just to make this clear, I don't know if they're live, but we have new rules that we're going to post on the break page. If there's an inscription that goes with something that was won that year, it goes to whatever team he played. So 85, whatever team he played on 85, Brett Saberhagen. John Gagliano's got the AL Central. He should have himself a Brett Saberhagen bat here, Colin.
That's pretty nice.
Johnny Gags. Let me make sure that he was on the Royals that season. I believe that was the year he won the, let's see, 85 World Series MVP. He got the, 89. He was a Gold Glove Award winner. Cy Young in 85 and 89. So Brett Saberhagen, AL Central, John Gagliano. Devin, I can get you more bat numbers. Let me get through this break, my man. But we can get you some more bat numbers when we get through this break.
That was his longest tenure anyway, so
yeah,
it all works out.
So look at that. Corey Craig can't win them all this time, Colin.
Not this time.
So Ronald Acuna / John Rocker for Corey. And then John's got the Brett Saberhagen baseball bats. Saberhagen was very, very good. Fantastic player for a long time, primarily with the Royals and Red Sox, but he was a Met at one point, a Rocky as well. Johnny Gags.
Johnny Gags. Oh, boy.
That boy John. We got one more coming up in the quad box break. And we will keep it rolling here. It looks like we have a jersey afterwards. I think another bat break after that, Colin,
and
too.
then a double after that, I think.
Oh, geez. These bats are tricky. I'm going to actually hand you a couple bats here, so I have enough room to maneuver.
Yeah. Give me all the bats.
Give you all the bats. Keep it rolling here in the room. Quad box breaking these baseball bats. Acuna bat. That is all right. Sorry about that. There's not that much room here with the screen and the bats and everything. Everything is A-okay, though. No worries. 19 coming up next in the bat break. Quad box break. Ooh! This is the one that Devin Gooden was looking for. This is one of the best center fielders of all time. Multiple Gold Glove guy, a great power hitter as well. It is Jim Edmonds on the beautiful black baseball bat. Jim Edmonds. Look at this bad boy. Absolutely fantastic. Not George Brett, Johnny Gags. We have the NL Central. That is Timothy Boulay with the Jim Edmonds bat. The Cardinal, he was an Angel at one point, and he was a Cub, Jim Edmonds was. I've actually had the honor of interviewing this guy. Super classy guy, Mr. Edmonds. Bob, I'll trade you for that bat, pretty please. Lindsay's going to throw up. I'm sorry, Linz.
I'm sorry, Lynn.
Carlos will trade for that as well. Jim Edmonds. You didn't get any dubs on this quad box break. Mr. Edmonds, though, Colin, get this 8-time Gold Glove Award winner, 4-time All-Star, just under 400 career home runs.
Jeez.
He's borderline Hall of Fame. He might be on the outside looking in. If he played in the NBA or NFL, he'd probably get in. Because those Hall of Fames much, much harder to get into, or easier to get into rather than the MLB.
Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday when we pulled Darryl Strawberry. You look at his acolytes, like, how is he not in the Hall of Fame?
I know.
Jim Edmonds, too, had one of the greatest catches I've ever seen.
The Angels one, right?
Yeah, where he, like, kind of dove straight ahead of him, like,
so
straight into center field.
Well, we had one, too, I believe, in Houston that he went up the wall there.
Gosh.
So he was a phenomenal center fielder for sure.
No doubt.
Jim Edmonds. Okay, you go, girl. You go, girl's got the dirt on Edmonds. Got the dirt there. Jim Edmonds. When was he known for being a cheater? Did Edmonds cheat ever? You go, girl says Gold Glover, theatric performer, most well known for being a cheater.
A cheater?
I don't remember Jim Edmonds being a cheater. Do you?
Not off the top of my head.
Yeah,
but
I don't know.
I don't know. If we're talking MLB, there's been a lot of cheaters.
There's been a lot of cheaters in the MLB. I feel like, unfortunately, that's almost the norm.
Yeah.
I'll hand you the Edmonds bat here.
Yep.
You go, girl says Google it. Okay.
We'll Google it.
All right. We got Kyle coming up. Ken, Jason, Johnny, Larry, Paul, Johnny, and Brandon in the jerseys. 17, I believe Paul Lorenzo called out. 17 in the jersey break. We don't have 17 yet, Paul. We got through 15 on the ticker, my man. He cheated on his wife, says Carlos.
That kind of cheat.
Colin remembers him making sick catches. That's what I remember.
That's what I
So maybe he was not a cheating player, just cheated on his wives.
That kind of.
I mean, look, that's not cool. I don't like that at all, but I would say it's probably not what he's most well known for, Colin.
Probably not.
'Cause we can't think of that for sure. Personal life was definitely cheating.
Well,
12. Thank you, Paul. Dev, yes, I'll add some more numbers. Let's do 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25 on the bats. I got you, Dev. And 25 is available. The ticker only allows so many numbers. It's not putting 25 on there, but 25 is available if you guys want to call it out. You know, I'm going to call it bats, and that'll make it fit. Bats. And 25 should be there. Perfect. So 23 and 25 says Devin. And Raider Paul wants 12. We got 12. I'll get 23 and 25 off in the bat double box break. Double the boxes, double the fun in the bats. You guys love those bats. A lot of bats coming up. Holy cow. It's a bat party in the break room. All right. Cool with me. Cool with me. Now, now, Corey, that I've actually have heard about John Rocker. That one I have heard. Makes sense, Corey, why you want to trade that bat. I get that, my man. That one I had heard. I didn't hear about the Edmonds cheating, though. I guess I missed out on that one. Timothy. I met the man. Seemed nice to me, but obviously I'm not there when he does his extracurricular activities.
Yeah, right. Kind of a private affair, I would say.
Yeah. Ken up top. You've got the NFC North. We got Kyle NFC South. Paul NFC East. Makes sense, Corey. 100% makes sense. Johnny NFC West. Brandon AFC North. Jason Nawakini AFC South. Johnny Swords AFC East. I picture Johnny having Ned Stark's sword from Game of Thrones. He's a sword collector. Johnny Swords.
I can't remember the name of the sword.
Isn't it Ice? Or no, it's not. That's maybe I can't remember either.
Remember. Yeah.
Love Game of Thrones.
I
man.
do too.
Larry Jensen, AFC West. Yes, it is Thirsty Thursday, Johnny Gags. Headliners left in the jerseys. Looking at our whiteboard here: Tyreek Hill, Terry Bradshaw, Saquon Barkley, Warren Sapp, Tua, Justin Jefferson, and Brian Urlacher. Fire and Ice, says Dave.
Fire and Ice. This says Widow's Wail.
Widow's Wail.
So I don't know. Maybe that's the books.
Fire and Ice is one of the Game of Thrones books. It's
That is one of the Game of Thrones books.
Targaryen and Stark coming together. Here we go. 12 on the way in the jerseys. Oh, baby. We got ourselves a headliner. It is Tua time.
Hey, Tua
one
time.
of the best quarterbacks in the league. You know, he was consistently top 2 or 3 in the league in passer rating QBR for most of this last season. Stats-wise, Colin, hands down top 5 quarterback when he played. That's the AFC East. How about that? New customer Johnny Swords taking home a Tua jersey. Let's go,
do.
Johnny.
That's not bad.
That's not bad, man. Great hits. Beckett certified on your Tua, sir. Fantastic. A lot of headliners out there in the jerseys. Go figure, we got one. So, nice hit, Johnny. Johnny had what? 2 spots in this break, but his Tua jersey certainly worth more than $52, Colin. I can say that with 99.999, heck, 100% certainty on the Tua jersey.
I think I'd agree with that.
So we got ourselves, I think, another bat break next. Warning track, this is a single box break. James Stanhope, Larry Jensen, Dave Hampton, Aaron King, Dwayne Robbie Jr., and Clay Dupps. Drop me a number for the bat break single. And we got the double after that here in the bats.
Like Devin called 23 and 25 in the double.
Yep. Do need the single. The mini's closed, Colin?
I don't think so. Looks like we're halfway on that.
Halfway there, Raider Paul. We'll try to do our best to update you guys on where we are on breaks, but you can always look at the break page yourselves.
That's true.
It'll show you there for sure on the page So drop me a number in the single. That's James, Larry, Dave, Aaron, Dwayne, and Clay. That's Clay, I believe it's you go, girl.
I believe that is correct.
Clay has all the personal dirt on any sports athlete of all time. If they committed any, like, negative things outside, the playing field, Clay's your guy. He knows all the dirt.
All the dirt.
So audio's cutting out, says Devin. All right. Let me know if anyone else is having any audio issues of it cutting in and out, or whether that's a Dave or a Devin issue, rather. Maybe based on your internet, Devin, or if anyone else is having issues, please do let me know. I'm going to go ahead and delete a lot of these recordings that we have on the computer, just so that nothing is slowing down our performance.
Mark.
Yes. So I'll give these guys about 20 seconds, Colin, here. Otherwise, I'm going to go straight to the randomizer for our boxes. Ooh, you go girl says, you didn't throw me a ball during BP one time, so he can kiss my you-know-what. Okay.
Wow.
Give us the lowest numbered bat, says Clay. That would be 4, Clay. All right, we'll do 4 in the bats. Thank you, Clay. Vinny says people love the bats. They do, Vinny. Bats have always been very popular in the break room, especially when they're offered once in a while.
Yeah, and it's baseball season.
Baseball season, right? Baseball season is here. We haven't had a bat break for about at least like a month and a half, maybe.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Last time we had a bat break, actually, I remember it. I was actually apartment hunting before my girlfriend and I moved in. So it was definitely at some point in January.
Yeah.
Last time we had the bats. What's not to love, Vin Man? There's a lot of good bats out there. What's not to love? Yeah, we have a lot of stuff on our computer. I'm going to clear the space here, make sure we are all set up, and we'll do box 4 here in the baseball bats, Colin.
Sounds good to me.
Busy show here. Busy show. A lot of goodies coming out for sure in the bats. I think one of the reasons why people love the bats, like the college series, is the 6-spot break. It feels quicker, better odds to win. We'll be running NBA 6-spot breaks as well. I always want to give you guys the best odds. We used to run 10-spot breaks for bats, for basketballs, multi-sport mixers. It was a disaster.
Yeah.
10 spots
This is way better.
hard to fit. Top spot break. It was boring because it was top spot and it was 10 spots. It'd take a while. Obviously, with the 6-spot break, the cost is up a little bit, but it's worth it. These guys are seeing it for sure. We got Dwayne Robbie Jr. up top. Dwayne, we've got the AO East. It is Aaron King in the AO Central. Dave Hampton, AO West. Larry Jensen, NO East. We got Clay, NO Central, and James, NO West. How's that quad moving in the bats?
Pretty good.
Moving pretty good?
Yeah, where are we at on that? 2 left.
All right, so we'll keep the quad. Since it's moving, we'll keep rolling with the quad box break. Here we go. Box 4 coming up in the bats. We got ourselves, man, we're on a run of pitchers on bats today. This guy, for a stretch of about 5 years, Colin, he might have been the best closer in baseball. Phenomenal. Set the saves record. It's Eric Gagne.
Oh, yeah.
On the baseball bat. Dodger great. So that's the NL West. And that is James Stanhope. 1 spot in that break. Eric Gagne bat.
I like it.
That's something different right there on the Gagne. He was so good. Guy who I believe started off as a starting pitcher. Wasn't cutting it as a starter. And my goodness, in the bullpen, the guy was awesome.
Well, it looks like he went back to being a starter because he won a Cy Young he won a World Series in 2007, but a Cy Young.
No, he won a Cy Young as a reliever.
Well, that's
how dominant he was.
Yeah.
In 2003, led the National League in saves. I believe he set the saves record that season. 55 saves. Got the Cy Young. Fantastic pitcher back in the day, Eric Gagne.
He had 52 the year before that, too.
He was really, really good. Tough to hit. Had those goggles. Man, he was something else.
The man.
Yogi Berra is not gone, Vin Man. Yogi Berra is still out there. Paul Goldschmidt, Johnny Bench, Juan Soto, Vlad Jr. So a lot of goodies out there. Acuna did go. But we'll do 23 and 25 in the bat double next. Eric Gagne, congrats, James Stanhope, on your nice Gagne bat, sir. Okay. Okay, James, we see you, man. Warning number 2. We'll do the double box break, which Dev called out the numbers for. I'll write this up for James, and we'll keep it rolling here in the break room.
Let's do.
Sounds like a plan, Stan.
Yep, take your time.
What do you guys think about the new baseball rule changes? Now batters have 8 seconds to be set in the batter's box, and pitchers have a pitch clock as well. Personally, Colin, I love the rules.
Yeah, we were talking about it a little yesterday.
Speeds up the pace of play. None of the players have complained so far. Games are going quicker, and I love how the umps are calling it in spring training. That strikeout to end the game with the bases loaded, 3-2 outs. You got to call it in spring training, or it's never going to work come the regular season.
Yeah. Well, Steve and I were talking about it. It's like, I think it's just going to be an adjustment for the guys. You know, like, just got to get used to it first.
And that's why you got to call it in spring training.
Absolutely. The only thing I have a problem with is, and I was saying this yesterday.
I'll hand you this one too.
Yeah, is when pitchers are trying to shake off signs.
Yeah.
That might take a little bit of time, you know? Like, if you want to throw a fastball and you see slider, change up, now you have to throw the ball. You know?
I think there's something in there, though. You have, like, X amount of time you must be set, and then you have extra time after you're set. So Max Scherzer was staring down the batters. He set himself early, then used the time to stare down the batter the rest of the way.
Okay.
So he's using it to his own advantage.
I like that.
23 first, then we got 25 next. They brought this on themselves, says Vinny. Yeah, probably, Vinny. Probably. This is our double box break. We'll get you guys randomized 9 times here in the bat double. And then, hold on. Alan, real quickly.
What's up?
I think I had Carlos with the first spot here, but I want to make sure if you could throw in that list one more time. I actually deleted something on accident. I believe Carlos was that first spot. Want to make sure. Yeah, play the game. I agree, Vinny. Is that Carlos in that first spot? Just throw it back in. That works.
Just redo it all. I think it was actually Zachary.
Oh, well, good. Well, I'm glad. Want to make sure the list is right. So we're going 9 times. I agree, man. You can't dilly-dally all the time. It's good for baseball. Tim Kirchin said he likes it. And Tim Kirchin's an old-school guy. When it comes to baseball, he's a great man to listen to.
Yeah, well, I think it was the first 2 spring training games, very small sample size, but they're already down a half hour of play based on the average last year. So,
all right, 9 times. Carlos Delgado, the former baseball star in the AO East, looking for a Blue Jay bat of himself. We got Darcy AO Central. Devin's got the AO West. Tom NO East. Zachary NO Central. And then we got Larry in the NO West. Warning, a double box break coming up here in the baseball bats. Double the boxes, Colin. Double the fun for sure, man. Such a great series. Have been loving this so far. Here we go. 23 first, the MJ box. Then we'll do 25 next, called out by Devin. And what's the next break, Colin?
Looks like it's going to be next man up, number 2.
Okay, so jerseys and bats are hot at the moment. What is this here? What is this? We got ourselves multiple inscriptions.
Whoa.
Ooh, here's the name, a blast from the past, Colin. Gaylord Perry.
Oh, that is
on the San Francisco Giant bat. So he's got 9-12-68. Giants 1, St. Louis 0. So that was a 1-0 win. I'll look this up here in a second, what he's referencing exactly. But Beckett certified in the Gaylord Perry bat. That's the NO West, and that is Larry Jensen.
Larry.
All the way there in Canada, Larry, with the Gaylord Perry. That's like a no-hitter or something. Let me see what happened on that date. Ken saying I'd rather have a Delgado Mets bat. I bet you would. Probably a Mets fan. Kenny's a Giants fan. So it makes sense. Delgado was also on the Mets.
They'll hit the St. Louis Cardinals.
Okay, that's what I figured. Fantastic pitcher back in the day, Colin. 314 wins. Remember that famous 300-win club? Baseball Hall of Famer. 3 times led the league in wins. Twice a Cy Young Award winner. 5-time All-Star, and that no-hitter. September 17th, 1968.
That's pretty
right
cool.
there on the bat. I love the inscription. Nice hit. Mr. Larry Jensen.
They done Larry.
Larry.
Cool bat.
Yeah, it's a nice bat. I love inscriptions. You guys know this probably by now, but the more inscriptions, Colin, typically the higher the value of bats and items, etc. Footballs, helmets, jerseys. A lot of goodies out there.
Yeah, not to mention on a Louisville Slugger with all the cool, like, giant stuff on it.
Yeah, that's nice. That is very nice. You guys are hungry for baseball, Colin. Baseball's in the air.
Baseball is in the air. I don't know how the White Sox are doing. They were tied 4-4.
Okay.
Oh, they're winning 6-4.
What do you think about the White Sox this year? Expecting a AL Central crown?
No.
No?
But I hope so.
Man, a couple years ago, they were one of the favorites for, going into the season, not only for the Central, but a hot, World Series pick. But things really did not go well for the Sox this last season.
They were the very definition of average.
Yes.
I think they finished with this, whatever it was, 80 and 80, whatever it was.
81 and 81?
81 and 81, and they would win. They never won more than, I think, 4 games in a row the whole season. And they never lost more than 4 games in a row.
There you go. I met Perry at the 2013 All-Star game. Really nice guy, says Ken. There you go. That's awesome. Awesome on the Gaylord Perry. We got 25 next. 25 of 35 in the baseball bats, guys. Larry Jensen with the nice Perry bat. We have ourselves... Oh! Hello! It's headliner time, Colin.
Uh-oh.
I believe this was the most recent MVP in the National League.
Oh, man.
It's an old Hickory baseball bat.
Oh, that's nice.
One of the best hitters in the game. 34.0 Pro Maple. Paul Gochman on the bat itself.
Woo.
The autograph and the name. That's the NL Central. That is Zachary DeAngelis with the Paul Gochman bat. Great hitter with the D-backs. Great hitter with the Cardinals. Great first baseman. He is pretty much a top 5 player in the game today. Paul Gochman.
No doubt.
Carlos Delgado would trade for that bat. I bet you would, man. I bet you would. Goldschmidt's kind of like a little bit of a rare case, Colin, where he's a power hitter, but he could also hit for average.
Yeah.
By the way, his career average 295, 4-time Gold Glove Award winner, 7-time All-Star, NL MVP in 2022, 5-time Silver Slug Award winner. Fantastic player, Paul Gochman.
He is really, really good, man. And
Old Hickory.
Him with Nolan Arenado, too. Got to be the best corner in all of baseball, right?
Yeah, now they have Wilson Contreras from the Cubs as well. So it's getting tough for Cubs baseball with those Cardinals, man. Carlos is a Cardinals fan. I thought you were a Blue Jay fan, Carlos Delgado, or a Met fan. I guess he was not happy with his time with those two teams, converted to a Cardinal fan. Nice hit, Zachary, on the Paul Goldschmidt, man.
Very nice.
It's funny, Colin, I come from a local TV sports background, worked as a TV sportscaster in Arkansas and in Missouri. That is Cardinal country.
Oh, yeah.
So this Cub fan over here, I was calling Cardinal highlights all the time during my sportscast.
Well, you got to be non-biased, right?
That's right.
Get a helmet for it. There you go.
There you go, Devin. I would as well, man. It's the most recent NL MVP.
Beast.
Tough to top that. Next man up is next. That is the jerseys. We got Chris George, Darcy Standish, Shane Watkins, Tyler Haynes, Brandon Creekmore, Larry Jensen, Ken Morawski. Then we have a warning track quad afterwards. Aaron Johnson won 16 and 21 on the quad bats. Aaron, you're in that break. I need 2 more numbers for the quad bats, and I need 1 number for the jersey, which is first. I'll get 16 and 21 off the ticker. And this will go next to you, Colin. This is our hit of the show so far.
All right.
Paul Goldschmidt.
Paulie.
Something different, man. Something different here in the room. So Chris, Darcy, Shane, Tyler, Brandon, Larry, Ken. I know Ken's out there. I already seen him in the chat. Chris is in the chat today already. So drop me a number, folks. Paul Goldschmidt. I guess I'm going to randomize here, Colin.
Sounds like it.
I think, did we do 12 on the last jersey break? I think we did, and I forgot to take it off.
Could be. I think we did too.
Yeah, we did.
I was going to go check, but
I'm looking at it here below me. We did do 12.
There we go.
So I'll randomize the ones we have. And then we'll do another quad box break of these bats. These bats might go this show, Colin, at this rate.
Yeah, we're moving.
We had how many entering the show? We had
23.
23.
We've already done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to do 4 more.
So that's going to be
12.
12 left, and we still have
11 left.
1, 2, 3, 4 headliners left.
Woo. 14.
Ken wants 7. Thank you, Ken.
I saw 14.
Oh, Chris George had 14 first. You're right.
Okay, cool.
My bad. I did see 14. I missed it for a second. Thank you, Chris George. We'll do 14 in the jersey, sir. Devin will trade helmets for that bat.
Oh, man, this thing is sick, y'all.
I got a few bats for Goldie. The Yogi Bear has not come out yet, Bob. You guys didn't pull Yogi last night?
Yogi's still out there.
Yogi's still out there.
I'll take whatever box.
If you have a fork in the road, Colin, if you come to a fork in the road, take it. I've read that book, by the way. Very good book. It's Yogi Berra's book with that famous quote.
Fantastic.
Fantastic book on Mr. Berra. I believe the most World Series titles of any baseball player of all time, I believe. Yogi.
Insane.
This is Goldie's. Yeah, here's the bat itself. So back to some NFL in the break room. A jersey break on the way. Good luck, folks. Let's see some fire, man. Our last jersey break was Tua, so some headliners coming out in the breaks today. Bob will trade several bats for Yogi, including a McGuire and a Rose. There you go, Bob. Bob's a Yankee fan. It makes sense. 9 times on the randomizer. Chris George, you're up top. You've got the NFC North. Right below is Shane Watkins, NFC South. Chris George, NFC East. Larry Jensen, NFC West. Brandon Creekmore, AFC North. Darcy Standish, AFC South. Ken, AFC East. And Tyler, AFC West. 14 of 40 on the way. The next man up jersey series. Surprised no diamonds have been done yet.
Not yet, huh?
You ready for this, Colin?
I'm ready.
This is awesome right here. This is a fantastic looking custom jersey. It's T Sizzle, member of the 100 Sack Club, former Defensive Player of the Year, former Super Bowl champ, one of the best guys at forcing fumbles as well. But look at this right here. We're going to get Terrell Suggs' face on this jersey.
Huh.
Look at that, number
Whoa.
55. The great Ravens pass rusher, T Sizzle. That's the AFC North. And that is Brandon Creekmore, JSA certified. Brandon on the T Sizzle.
That's sick, man.
Let's sizzle in the break room, man. Fantastic right there.
Cool. Very cool.
Bob asking Darcy, the digs arrive okay? Chubb arrived fine. There you go. And Devin will trade Bob for that McGuire bat. Okay. Brandon had 1 spot in this break, Colin. Single spot snipe, $26. Terrell Suggs. Okay, Brandon. Little sizzle, T-sizzle, baby. We have
I like it.
Quad box break coming up, Colin.
Yep.
I think we got 2 numbers.
16 and 21.
Oh, yeah, I like this as well. We've had a new influx of these type of jerseys. Now I'm all for it.
Yeah, something different, man.
So we had Aaron called out 2 numbers. I need 2 more the quad as well. Else sucks. We've got ourselves Corey, Aaron, Gregory Crow, Lindsey Milligan, Aaron King, all in this break. Lindsey again. So Aaron's got 2 numbers. Drop me 2 more. Lindsey wants 12 and 14. All right, Linz, 12 and 14 works. Lindsey Milligan.
12, 14, 16.
12, 14, 16, 21. I believe our basketball series is built up, right, Colin?
Yeah, I think that's next.
All right, we can drop a little basketball after this baseball bat break series.
I love it. Get baseball in the room, basketball in the room.
Something different, man. Something different. It's off season for the NFL.
That's right.
We'll always have NFL. This is always an NFL first break room. But we want to get you guys some other options for sure in the breaks. And I found that if we have baseball bats all the time, they'll do all right. But when you have them once in a while, they really, really come off the shelves, man. Something different, something fresh. Maybe we can work on getting another baseball bat break for the actual, like, regular season opening.
Mm-hmm.
That could be fun.
I'd like to see a little mixer, too. Get some balls, mini helmets.
Yeah. Man, that Trout helmet we had last week.
Oh, my gosh. Amazing.
That was crazy.
That's what made me think of it. 14.
Greg says, Carlos, if you're a Yankee fan, I got a Torrey bat. Okay, a little Joe Torre action. So Corey, Aaron, Gregory, Lindsey, Aaron, and Lindsey again. We're going to go 9 times for your divisions in the quad box break in the baseball bats here. I think Carlos is a Cardinals fan, Craig. With that said, though, Joe Torre was actually a long-time Cardinal baseball player. Probably well before Carlos's time, but well before my time. But he was a baseball player for the Cardinals, Joe Torre. Carlos says, die-hard Cardinal fan.
Oh, should be a good year for the Cardinals, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Sorry to say for you.
No, it should be a good year. I agree. AO East, we got Corey up top. Right below Corey is Gregory Crow, AO Central. Lindsey Milligan, NO East. Or AO West, excuse me. Aaron Johnson, NO East. Lindsey, NO Central. And Aaron, NL West. We'll do 12 first, then 14 next. Craig saying, well, did you know Torrey played for the Cardinals? LOL. Well, if he's listening to the program, he knows. Because I knew that and I said it. So 12 coming up. Actually, we had, 12, 14, 16, and 21. I'm going to go in chronological order. We'll do 12 first. Oh, my. Oh, my. So we are going with current team for any active hits on bats. What we're going to do, Colin, so this guy's current team is actually the Padres.
Uh-oh.
One of the best young hitters, one of the best catchers in baseball. It is Juan Soto.
Nice.
So that's the NL West. That is Aaron King, king of the break. Congrats on your Juan Soto bat.
Very cool, man. Juan Soto.
Man, any active player we pull, unless it's like obviously, like if it was a Juan Soto and had Washington on the bat or something, then it would be a Washington NL East hit. But as all sports, footballs, baseballs, bats, etc., it's always active team. So very nice right there, Aaron King, on your Juan Soto bat.
This dude is one of the best sluggers in the MLB today.
Yeah, and the Padres with Soto, Machado, obviously Tatis Jr.
Yeah, when he's healthy.
This squad could win a ring. World Series champ, 2-time All-Star, by the way, for him. 3-time Silver Slugger Award winner. The batting champ in 2020, Juan Soto. How often does a catcher win the batting title? Not often.
Not all the time, no.
You're on the ground trying to catch the ball. It gets your legs tired, but Juan Soto definitely got that MVP spot. Congrats, Aaron. Or at least not MVP, but batting champion spot, Juan Soto.
Yeah,
He'll be an MVP at some point, Colin, though. I have no doubt in my mind.
He's definitely got the potential for it. I remember his signature is really nice, really tiny, though.
Very small.
I like it.
Juan Soto.
Good start.
Yeah.
With 3 more bats to go.
Aaron King getting the party started with the headliner. Aaron King's another one of these guys that used to play the break room a lot. He's one of those like Bob Boulay, Larry Roslin guys. Comes in once in a while now. Came in with the splash in this break,
Yeah,
that's
no
for
kidding,
sure.
man. Would say one slugger I can think of that's maybe slightly better than Juan Soto, also in this series still available. Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Oof. Oof. Yeah, I would say that's even better, maybe. I mean, I think so. They're both so good, though.
They are both.
And they're both
really
so
good.
young. He is an outfielder now, Greg Crow. But I'm pretty sure that he was a catcher when he won the batting crown in 2020. I'm looking up right now. Juan Soto, let's see. He is playing outfielder now, Greg. You are 100% correct. But let's see. In 2020, let's look at his fielding stats. 2020, you know what? Juan Soto is an outfielder. Who am I thinking of? Juan Soto is more of an outfielder. Okay. Maybe he came up as a catcher, Colin. Juan Soto, an outfielder.
I mean, he's a big boy.
Why did I think he's a catcher in my head? I think he came through as a catcher, but definitely an outfield player. Well, either way, you lead the league in batting. You're pretty good.
Yeah.
Juan Soto.
I mean, he's got 3 silver sluggers, a home run derby already.
Yeah.
He's already won a World Series. The guy is off to an incredible start. He's 24 years old, by the way.
I'm trying to think in my head why I thought he was a catcher. Juan Soto. Maybe he came through as a catcher. Let's see. Interesting. I take it either way, says Greg. Yeah, I would too, man. I take a Juan Soto either way. Might be losing my mind, Colin.
That
I
happens.
swear he came through as a catcher, but it has played outfield, DH, fantastic hitter.
Happens to the best of us.
Yes. 14 coming up next, 14 of 35. There's only one bat in this series signed by someone who won 3 MVPs and 10 World Series.
I don't know who that is.
Now, that man is definitely a catcher, Yogi Berra.
Sheesh.
We got ourselves another bat coming up. Ooh. Well, you know, this man, definitely a big-time power hitter. Let me see if he's got one of those inscriptions. He does. I think this is the inscription I'm looking for, Colin. We got ourselves the chemist, Jose Canseco.
Hey.
Embrace the roids, Jose.
Oh, my.
Very nice right there. Great hit, Jose Canseco. That's going to be the AL West. I believe Canseco was an A the longest. He was a Ranger at one point. Lindsey Milligan. Yeah, Craig, you're a good man. I'm pretty sharp on my facts. But every once in a while, Colin, one slips through the cracks. Joe Torre definitely played for the Cardinals. Jose Canseco, former league leader in home runs.
9 years with Oakland, so we're good there.
9 years with Oakland, Jose Canseco. Don't say that, Craig, because you're trying to sell that bat, my man. You're trying to get that, Torre sold because he played with the Cardinals. Canseco, a former league MVP, like I said, 1998, 2-time World Series champion, twice in the league in home runs, 462 homers for the Bass Brothers. Canseco.
That'll do.
That'll do, Lindsay. Let's go, Lindsay. Great hit on Canseco. LOL, all good, just messing around, says Craig. I know you are, Craig. I know you are, man. It's like that show. What is it? I think Around the Horn. Maybe at the end of the show they do the errors.
Oh, yeah.
And they
yeah,
correct
Around the Horn.
they correct the guys what errors they made.
It's my favorite ESPN show.
It's so good. It's been around for a long time and it's still really good.
I almost choked on my pretzel.
She's so excited. She almost choked.
My lord.
Let's go, Lindsay. I'm glad you're still alive, Lindsay.
We still have 2 bats to go, Lindsay. Just be careful.
Alive enough to get this Canseco back, Colin. That's awesome right there.
Oh, my goodness, Lindsay.
I'll be honest with you. The first thing I think of Jose Canseco is actually not steroids. It's not home runs. It's when the ball went off his head for a home run. He was playing outfield,
Yep.
doinked off his head, went over the wall.
Fantastic.
That is, for me, one of the most iconic baseball moments I ever remember. See you guys tonight. He's at the train, heading back home, says Bob. Did that hockey game already happen, or it's happening?
Surely it had-
I'm confused at
right?
what's going on, but I don't know. We got 2 more coming up. I believe it's 16 next,
Yep.
Colin, then 21 in the bat break. We have a bat single afterwards. So 21 as well. Man, this series is coming in hot right now. Coming in hot.
Coming in hot.
Ooh, you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Something different, man. Something different. We got ourselves a football star and a baseball bat.
Oh.
Probably two names you could think of.
Yeah.
One of them is Bo Jackson, and the other one is Deion Primetime Sanders.
Wow.
This bad boy here, I believe, is the cert. It's really well packaged here to Colin. I don't want to mess this up, but this is Deion Sanders. Fantastic baseball player. Played with the Yankees, the Braves. I believe he played longest with Atlanta, if you can confirm.
It looks like he played, let's see, Atlanta, he played more games. He's played 4 years with Cincinnati and Atlanta, but he played 292 games.
More games with Atlanta, so it's going to be a Brave hit. That's the NL East, and that is Aaron Johnson on the Deion Primetime Sanders baseball bat.
That's awesome.
Woo, doggy. Let's go, Aaron. Primetime was a great base stealer in baseball. Used that speed. Fantastic stuff right there. Something different here in the room.
Definitely recommend that 30 for 30 about Deion Sanders playing in a football game and the World Series in the same day.
That's nuts.
That's
absolutely nuts.
Who else but Primetime?
The guy just loves sports, man. Can you blame him?
He's fantastic.
If he could have played, he probably would have played in the NBA as well, right?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe the NHL? That'd be something.
That'd
be something.
I wouldn't put anything past him.
Good stuff, Aaron.
Pretty cool. This has been a fun little box break so far.
Yeah, no kidding.
Uh-oh. There we go.
As the Braves fan and Atlanta native, this is the basket I've had. Stoked, says Aaron. Let's go, Aaron. Primetime, baby. Fantastic hit in the bat, sir. I love this. We're getting people. We've got Lindsay almost choking on her pretzel. Aaron says it's the best hit he's ever gotten. This bat series is evoking emotions that I would never have imagined, Colin.
No kidding. And we're about to have, I think, 10 left after this single.
After the single? Okay.
And we're still looking for what? Yogi Berra.
Yep.
Johnny Bench.
And
Vlad Jr.
Jr.
So, still pretty good.
All right, I'm going to add them all on the ticker. Let's go. We'll make them all on the ticker. It's 35, right?
35.
Let's put, is that right? I see 4, 7, 17 still on the ticker, 22, 24. Lindsay says I'm alive, crisis averted. Thank goodness. Lindsay, I did not want to be liable for your death, Lindsay.
Thank God.
Let's start through 30 right now. There's a little bit more than I thought.
More than 10?
I think there's more than 10.
All right, cool.
And my ticker is not going to fit all of them. We'll make through 30 available in the bat break. We'll do 21 next. I'm so glad Lindsay's alive, Colin. This is good news. What about the Cunha bat or Rocker bat, Aaron?
Oh, there you go.
Corey really wants to trade specifically John Rocker.
Yeah, I see why.
Yeah, I can see why. Here we go. 21 coming up. 21 of 35 in the Warning Track Baseball Bat Series. Yogi Berra still in play. Vlad Guerrero Jr. Ooh, it's a good one, Colin. You've got the White Sox hoodie here.
Uh-oh.
This guy was a former White Sox. He was also a Red Sox, too.
Oh, I know who it is.
Speaking of great catchers.
Yeah.
Carlton Fisk, the Hall of Famer.
Nice.
Carlton Fisk, fantastic player, Carlton Fisk. I actually have a Carlton Fisk bobblehead, Colin.
Oh, really?
I got that as a birthday present in middle school.
Is it on a White Sox?
It's on a White Sox.
Let me get
it. You want it? Maybe that could be a birthday present. I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure where it went. Carlton Fisk played, let's see.
I think most with the Sox.
I think the Reds. Well, let's look it up. 11-time All-Star. By the way, Gold Glove Award winner as well. Let's look at by games played, because he was a Sox, but a White Sox and a Red Sox.
I think the most was White Sox, it looks like. 13 years, 1,421 games.
Yep, that's a White Sox hit. Over 1,000 games for both Sox teams. So that's the AL Central, though, and that's Gregory Crow. on the Carlton Fisk bat. Let's go, Greg.
Nice, Greg.
Oh my God, one of my favorite players says, Greg, I'm telling you, man, this bat break is literally like causing people to lose their minds, Colin. I almost lost my mind with the Juan Soto break. Lindsey, Greg, and Aaron have lost it right now. Carlton Fisk.
Yeah, I'm jealous, man.
And that's not even a headliner.
No. Well, look, this
fantastic.
Juan
dude.
Soto, Jose Canseco, Deion Sanders, and Carlton Fisk in this quad. That is pretty good.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible on the Carlton Fisk. He had a lot of big moments for the Red Sox and the White Sox both. Didn't he hit a home run against the Yankees in like a playoff scenario or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Wasn't he the one that was waving the ball fair? Was that Carlton Fisk?
Yeah, I think that's
that
right.
was Carlton Fisk.
I think that's right.
That's a PC, says Greg. Private collection. Great hit, Greg, on the Carlton Fisk bat. Vinny says, yes, let's go. 75 World Series, says Greg. Yes, sir. Aquaman says, haha, yup. That is definitely an iconic moment.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Wave it fair with the monster. Game
amazing.
6.
Look at that signature, too. It's good.
It's very good.
I'm jealous, Greg. That's a nice one, dude.
You know, I know Acuna was a headliner. Soto was a headliner. I like this better than both of those.
Yeah, I do,
This is
too.
this is for me. You know, Colin, I'm a Cubs fan. I'm also a Sox fan. I got a lot of, negative hate towards that because I love Chicago. This is actually probably my favorite hit because that's a Cardinal. I'm a Chicago fan.
Yeah.
This is my favorite hit in the bat break.
It's a Louisville
so
slider,
far,
too. I mean,
Carlton hit. Fifth.
I like it.
They did lose in Game 7. That's right, Vinny. The Red Sox had a long tradition of losing, but the curse was lifted. Big Papi, Manny Ramirez, Pedro, Kurt Schilling definitely did it big. A nice hit on the Fisk right there, Gregory Crow.
One of my favorite stats I'm seeing on Carlton Fisk, he led the league in triples in 1972.
As a catcher.
As a catcher.
As a catcher.
He was a speedy catcher.
Woo! Get it, Carlton. Get it. Get it, Gregory Crow. He's not trading this. That's a PC, he said.
There you go, man.
By the way, Kyle, your break already happened. He bought a jersey break at 5:59 a.m. That already happened, Kyle. And Aaron and Craig are trading off like ways to use that rocker bat. Ideas for the rocker.
Interesting.
Well, I can't blame these guys.
Yep.
Cannot blame these guys. Whatever Edmonds did, John Rocker was even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, not cool. Not cool, Johnny Rocker. Hey, we got another bat break coming up.
Well, what do you know?
This is the single box break coming up. Terry, Tyler, Tom, Don, Larry, and Darcy. Drop me a number in the bats. We have through 30 available. So yeah, there's definitely more than 10 left, Colin, I think. Whenever we did that board, maybe we miscalculated.
Yeah, I'll take some bats back there in a minute. So I can get the other ones, and I'll give you the exact number.
I'm going to give the Fisk here to you.
Oh, yes. Keep them up here.
I know you and I both like it. Greg likes it. We'll put the Carlton up there for now. Don Garrick wants 29. Thank you, Don. Don's probably a Pirate fan. He's a Pittsburgh guy. So Terry, Tyler, Tom, Don, Larry, and Darcy. Thought we're a baseball break room, judging by all the bats today. This is all everybody wants. The bats are the rave.
I'm here for it. We are going to get a mini humble break in here.
Okay, well, Paul Lorenzo's excited about that. No diamond break yet, though.
No diamond break yet. It is the chase.
Okay.
3-way on the double, I believe.
Bats here. Gentle with the bats, yeah. Here's the one that caused a little pretzel drop, almost a pretzel choke. Lindsey Milligan almost choked over the Canseco with the chemist inscription. So we're going to go 9 times for our baseball divisions in the warning track bats. 17 on the minis, says Raider Paul. All right, Paul, I need one more. It's a double box break. 17 will do. Drop me one more, good sir, in the minis. I have not had time for a top-to-bottom rundown because this baseball series has gone off the rails in the break room. Absolutely off the rails with the baseball bats. 9 times here, guys. 6, 7, 8, and 9. Larry Jensen, you've got the AO East. Right below is Tyler Haynes in the AO Central. Darcy, you've got the AO West. We got Don NO East, Tom NO Central, Terry NO West. 29's in the other room. Colin's bringing in some more bats from the other room, including 29. Otherwise, we are 3 away on the Diamond double box break. We're 4 away on the can't miss. We are 5 away on the Diamond single. 4 to go in the jerseys. 5 to go on the next bat quad. 6 to go on the next bat single. So we're actually finally caught up here, Colin, after these next 2 breaks. Then we'll do
after this. There's gonna
12 left after this one. Perfect. Speaking of 12, how about 12 and 17 on the minis?
we do that.
Paul Lorenzo. Thank you, Mr. Lorenzo, on those box calls. 29 coming up. 29 of 35. 12 left after this one, you said.
Yes.
Perfect. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So I'll double check the ticker. We have personals in this series or no?
I want to say we do, but
Okay.
let me double check.
I don't see
Nope, we
it.
don't.
No, we do have it actually. The warning track series. Okay. So might as well take them off right now with how hot the break is, though.
Okay.
So 29 coming up. 29 of 35 in the baseball bats. Chris, you have not missed the mini break. That's coming up next, actually, sir. Coming up next on the minis. Oh, my. Oh! Oh, my goodness! Hit of the show has changed. We have ourselves one of, if not the best catcher ever. Move over, Carlton Fisk. Move over, Paul Goldschmidt. It's Yogi Berra. Bob Boulay told us only one guy here is a 3-time MVP and a 10-time World Series champion, the great Yogi Berra. That's the AO East. Larry Jensen with the Berra bat.
Dang.
Holy cow, Larry. Very, very small autograph, Colin. Yogi Berra, a small autograph for a huge personality, big-time baseball star. My goodness, winningest player in MLB history. The man just won games, played on those epic Yankee teams, 18-time All-Star. He's a 13-time World Series champion, counting his time as a manager as well. 13 rings for Yogi Berra.
Can't fit them all in his hands.
So as a player, I believe he had 10 and 3 as a manager.
Unbelievable.
3-time MVP. His number 8 retired by the Yankees. Fantastic hit right there. AO East, Larry Jensen.
Get it, Larry.
The font says Yogi Berra, great hit. I would say amazing hit.
Amazing hit.
On the Berra. Man.
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
And he got that in the single, too. So that was for, what's the single buying, Colin?
$43.
$43 for a Yogi Berra bat.
That's pretty good.
That's not bad. Not bad. Chris says 16 and 18 in the minis, Montana and Manning. Thank you for the box calls, Chris. Raider Paul was first, though, with 12 and 17. It is first come, first serve on the box calls. Yeah, this is staying here, Colin.
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Yogi and Goldie as hits of the show tonight. This could change, though. It's only 5:15. We could add more names on there. But that sounds incredible to me. Good stuff, Larry, man. Yogi Berra. Do recommend his book, guys. I have read his book. Excellent book. A pretty short book, too. So if you want to get through a book in about a week, check out Yogi Berra's book with the quote, if there's a fork in the road, you take it.
You take it. Bag budget.
Yes. This one might be Yogi's, actually. Oh, his bag. Yeah, this thing you mean.
Yeah.
I do have that. Yes, this should be Carlton's bag. Here's Yogi's stuff. We'll put Yogi next to you, Colin. And then we'll do double box break in the minis. Fontez will be on a little bit after the 7 p.m. show starts. Good deal, Fonz. Looking forward to seeing you, Mr. Fonz. So minis are next, Colin. We got Jason Nawakini, Paul Lorenzo, Chris Dominguez, Darcy Standish, Shane Carr, Maureen Wright, and Cecil Smith. 12 and 17 on the way, and then believe it or not, we are finally caught up here in the break room. Finally caught up with our orders. So 9 times coming up. I am still surprised no diamond break tonight. We're close. So we got Darcy up top. We've got the NFC North. Right below is Maureen Wright in the NFC South. Shane Carr, NFC East. Paul Lorenzo, NFC West. We got Chris Dominguez, AFC North. Jason Nawakini, AFC South. Cecil Smith, AFC East. And Darcy, AFC West. So 12 and 17. I believe Colin's got thoughts. You're in the room. I'll let you get it for me then. I was going to get up, but you're coming in here in the room. Ooh, thank you, sir.
Yep.
So instead of Manning and Montana, we've got Brady and Josh Allen.
Well, that's not bad.
That's not bad either. Josh Allen, by the way, on Tuesday night, Colin, was the 5th best authentic we pulled. It was nuts. We had a Hydro. It was a Hydro Speedflex Curtis Martin. We had Calvin Johnson, which they loved.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
And Drew Brees. Josh Allen was the 5th best hit on Tuesday night.
Josh,
it was crazy.
That's amazing. That is amazing.
Yeah, pretty amazing. So 12 coming up. Then we'll do 17 next in the mini helmets. Let's keep those orders rolling. Let's knock out more of these bat breaks. Let's get a diamond done. Let's have a good time in the break room. We'll have basketball after the baseball break.
Yeah,
so that'll be fun as well.
Some b-ball in here.
Now we got ourselves the 1991 NFL MVP on a Salute the Service mini, Hall of Fame running back, Buffalo Bill legend, played in 4 straight Super Bowls. It is Thurman Thomas.
Very nice.
On the Salute the Service. That's the AFC East. That is Cecil Smith. Congrats, Cecil, on your Thurman Thomas mini-man. Excellent hits.
Very cool. Darcy just one spot from where she wanted to be.
She was so close. Darcy, though, did win the Josh Allen on Tuesday.
That's what I heard. My goodness.
It was legendary.
This girl.
Terry was thinking Stabler and Adams. Okay, Ken Stabler, Devontae Adams.
Fair.
Makes sense. For a Raider fan especially. To this day, one of my favorite comments I've ever seen in the break room, it was the night where, don't quote me on this, but we pulled names like Montana, Brady, Mahomes, like some names like that. And Paul Lorenzo comes in the chat, says, best hit of the show, Dave Casper the Ghost.
Goes to the post.
Goes to the post, baby. Spoken like a Raider fan. They love their Raiders, man. Love them.
Passionate.
So, where are we at on the diamonds, Colin?
2 away on the double.
Okay.
That is the look, I would say. And then we're 5 away on the single.
The double gets entered in twice for that chase wheel spin. I can't remember the last time. I think maybe on Saturday you guys didn't do a diamond, but I personally have not broken probably in about 3 or 4 months where we haven't done a single diamond break in a show.
Yeah, we'll get it. We'll get it.
We'll get it. Haha, love it, says Raider Paul. Darcy says, oh man, sweet. Loves her bills, Darcy does.
I mean, Thurman Thomas, salute to service? Yes, please.
Ooh, okay. We got ourselves one of the best dual threat running backs in the league. Multi-time Pro Bowler. Look at this one right here. Alvin Kamara. I know he's in trouble with the law right now, but when healthy, when playing, Alvin Kamara is phenomenal. Had 6 touchdowns in a game. Rushing touchdowns in that Christmas Day game against the Vikings a few years ago.
Crazy.
That's the NFC South. Maureen Wright, congrats on your Alvin Kamara, Maureen.
Little headliner hit, too, I think.
It's a headliner, yeah.
Fantastic.
Definitely a different-looking Saints mini, Beckett certified. A very nice Maureen.
Good running back break.
Yeah. We've had a lot of catchers coming out today, and now we've got running backs. Everything is themed right now, Colin.
Everything is themed.
Gotta love the themes.
My favorite story about that 6-touchdown game in my fantasy league, the guy had him in the championship, scored 6 touchdowns on Thursday Night Football.
Okay.
Still lost. I don't know how you have a guy that scored 6 touchdowns in a game and you still lose.
That
found a way.
That happened to me in 2013. I had Peyton Manning, the year he set the touchdown record. I actually won the league, but I lost the week that he had 7 touchdown passes.
How did that happen?
I don't know. It happened somehow, some way.
Yeah, we thought it was over before it started, and somehow.
Man, that's a miracle if you ever saw one. Alrighty, so I believe we are caught up. I'm going to go ahead and give these guys a little top-to-bottom rundown. We are 5 away on the next quad box break in the bats. So, Colin, I'm leaning towards dropping down to a double after that break, unless it sells out quickly. I know the Yogi was kind of a big chase, but if you like catchers, Johnny Bench.
Yeah, no kidding.
Not bad at all either.
I mean, Vlad Jr.
Let's take a peek here. Let's see if Chris's internet is glitching. No, I think we did post them twice. Colin, if you could get one of the minis down.
Okay.
Chris is always paying attention.
I would like to have that.
Yeah. Good catch, Chris. Thank you, sir. I'm going to go ahead and give this top-to-bottom rundown here. We have 6 spots to go in the mini helmet break. We are still looking for Jason Witten. Get this actually nice and clean here on the screen. Here we go. Get this nicely fitting on the screen. Look at that. That looks much better, Colin. So we got ourselves the mini helmets. We have a Jason Witten still in play. We got ourselves Devontae Adams hasn't been pulled yet in the breaks. We have Jalen Waddle available still in the mini helmets. We have Justin Jefferson. Woo, baby. A.J. Brown. Some of the best running backs in the world available in this mini helmet series. So Devontae Adams, 3rd in the league in receiving yards. Justin Jefferson 1st. A.J. Brown 4th. All 3 still out there. Jason Witten, by the way, one of the best tight ends ever on that beautiful Salute to Service mini. So that's a double box break in the mini helmets. We got 4 to go in the bat single box break. We are, this will load here. We are still looking for, let's see, Vlad Guerrero Jr. and Johnny Bench as far as headliners. So one of the all-time great catchers and one of the best baseball players today. His dad was great as well. Vlad Guerrero Jr. and Sr., both amazing players. That name's still there in the bats. We got 2 spots to go in the jerseys. We are still looking for a Tyreek Hill jersey. 2nd in the league in receiving yards this last season. 4-time Super Bowl champion Terry Bradshaw. One of the best running backs in the league, Saquon Barkley. Justin Jefferson led the league in receiving. Brian Urlacher on that custom jersey. We are full of headliners. Speaking of full of headliners, we got 5 to go in the diamond single, 2 to go in the diamond double. We have, oh my gosh, look at that Tua Flash Authentic with the visor. Top 5 statistically as a quarterback this last season. We still have a Terry Bradshaw Flash Authentic in play. 4-time Super Bowl champion quarterback. Jim Brown on the Lunar Authentic.
Crazy.
Bob Boulet's #1 running back of all time. I've got him number 2 or 3 on my list. Either way, an absolute legend. There's a Brett Favre still out there. This man had all the records when he retired. Look at that Justin Fields cracked helmet.
That's so cool.
That is definitely the sickest looking helmet in that series. And Darcy, your boy Josh Allen on the Salute to Service Authentic. One of the best young quarterbacks in the league and the best tight end in the NFL. Travis Kelce on the Flash Authentic. Off the charts. Diamond Helmet Series. Come and get it. 6 to go in the Platinum Authentics. A lot of headliners left in this series as well, including O.J. Simpson, one of the best running backs of all time. Still has the single-season record for most rushing yards per game. One of 8 guys with 2,000 yards in a season, but he did it in only 14 games, Colin. Devontae Adams, one of the best receivers in the game today. Aiden Hutchinson, the great young defensive star. We still have in the series available Deion Primetime Sanders, Roger Staubach, talk about Cowboy legends. My boy Brian Urlacher, Curtis Martin, best autograph in the game. He's out there as well in the platinum helmets. 7 to go in the under center replica helmets. We have one of the best quarterbacks of the 2000s, Phillip Rivers. Probably the second best tight end today, George Kittle. A dual signed Hall of Fame quarterback and running back, Warren Moon, Earl Campbell helmet. And your guy, A.J. Brown, as well in this series, Colin, in the reps. 4 to go in the football break. That is the Pro Day College break. Hey, we got NFL Combine this week, by the way.
That's right.
In this Pro Day, another one of your guys out there, Brian Dawkins.
Get him.
Full-size Brian Dawkins helmet. One of the best safeties of all time, still out there in the college series. Did you guys pull Chris Olave yesterday?
I don't think so.
There's a Chris Olave still available in that series as well. And lastly, if there's one series we're sleeping on right now that it does not make sense, it's this one. The can't miss rep helmets. We are down to 11 boxes. Names like Ray Lewis, Jamar Chase, not photoed headliners. I mean, every hit in this series has been wild. We have a Ben Roethlisberger flash replica still out there. 2-time Super Bowl champion quarterback with the Steelers. And we have a Terry Bradshaw lunar replica still in play in the can't miss. Not to mention, have not seen Derrick Henry come out yet either. Best running back in the league. Twice led the NFL in rushing yards already. So it is 5:28. Let's attack the break page, guys. Let's get some more breaks done during this early show. 1 to go in the jerseys. That's about to happen. And then we have 2 to go in the diamond double, 4 to go in the diamond single. 3 to go in the bat single also, and 4 to go in the minis. So we're relatively close on some breaks, Colin. I'm going to give these guys until 5:40, no matter what on the breaks. 5:40, no matter what.
No matter what.
So at 5:40, though, we're doing the chase wheel spin also, no matter what. We can break boxes more, but it's already been 90 minutes into the show. We got to knock out a diamond break. So if you guys want to be on that chase wheel spin, you have 11 minutes to close out the diamond double and the diamond single as well. Good evening, Bobby G. Bobby G coming in. Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening to you, sir. Hopefully all is good today, Bobby.
Hey, Bobby.
Bobby. Otherwise, fantastic show tonight. A lot of great bats coming out. I'm used to saying a lot of great helmets. I think so far, pretty easy choice for hit of the show, Yogi Berra.
Yogi Berra.
How small is that autograph, though? That is tiny.
I think it's Yogi Berra. Bob was telling me, I know he's not here anymore, that he signs it the same size no matter what he's signing on.
Okay.
It's always that tiny.
Okay.
Which is pretty cool.
Very cool.
Consistent.
Close out the single and the diamonds and the bats, people, says Terry. Terry's rallying the troops here, Colin. All right, let's rally away.
I think we're 2 away on the minis now as well.
Okay, so we'll do a mini break, we'll do a jersey break, and I'm hoping we do a diamond break and another bat break.
I like this Goldschmidt, though, too. Never seen, like, old hickory.
Yeah.
Very cool.
It's very nice. Yeah, that's going to be the dual hit video today.
I think so.
Very sweet.
Goodlettsville, Tennessee, USA.
Yeah.
All right.
Goldie, baby.
Goldie.
Gonna
have another big season, I think.
Yeah. He will.
It's what he does.
It's what he does. I think him going to the Cardinals really, boosted his name recognition.
Mm-hmm.
In Arizona, not getting a lot of name recognition.
Well,
St. Louis, he got plenty.
I thought he was really good, and then he kind of was, good, but not, an elite player. And then when he went to St. Louis, he's incredible now, you know?
Yeah.
I think he's kind of rejuvenated there as well, so.
Well, I think the lineup's a little bit better. Makes it a lot harder to pitch around the guy when there's a better overall lineup.
True. That's another good point.
Louis.
It's kind of like Bryant and Rizzo, their last couple of years in Chicago. They could never get RBIs or anything because nobody was getting on base.
Look at Rizzo with the Yankees. Did pretty good.
Exactly.
You can't pitch around, obviously Aaron Judge. Or if you do pitch around them, then Rizzo gets plenty of RBI possibilities. with Judge and Stanton in that lineup, among other big names.
So good. My gosh. How have they not won more?
Yankees, I think the last won a World Series in 2009.
It's kind of crazy.
That feels weird. I grew up watching baseball in the early 2000s, and the Yankees won more often than they didn't win the World Series. So it feels weird they haven't won here in a long time. They'll win one eventually, though. With Aaron Judge there, they'll get a title at some point.
Feels like it's just a matter of time.
Well, we got a jersey break coming up. Jerseys are sold out. Drop me a number for the jerseys. And let's get these diamonds in the books as well, guys. Let's get the diamonds done so we can have a chase wheel spin. A good show today, Colin.
Yeah, great start.
We haven't really stopped doing breaks the whole day. It's been nonstop breaks pretty much the whole show.
What you want? I mean, the bats have been excellent. I love Carlton Fisk, obviously, as a White Sox fan, but that Deion Sanders was kind of a weird, nice surprise.
No, the Jose Canseco with the chemist inscription.
Mm-hmm.
That was clean.
I want to know what's left, and I want to see Vlad Jr. and Johnny Bench.
I do as well. Next man up, Bobby wants 7. All right, Bobby. Welcome Kyle to the break room. New customer in this break. We got Darcy, Larry, Bobby, Paul, and Bobby again. So 9 times for our jerseys. Did anyone use Thirsty Thursday yet?
Not yet.
5 break spots. You select the 6th spot, and you get that spot for free in the jerseys. Does not have to be all jerseys either. It could be 5 different breaks you hop into. Make sure the 6th one, you select the jersey, and it gives you a free spot at checkout.
You're good to go.
So 8 and 9 clicks here. We got ourselves Darcy up top. You've got the NFC North. Right below was Kyle Rogers in the NFC South. Bobby G, NFC West. Paul Lorenzo, AFC North. Bobby, AFC South, AFC East. Then we got Larry in the AFC West. I want 1 win in the bats, says Raider Terry. Okay. Well, that single's going to happen, Terry, whether it's this show or the next. Probably this show, Colin, but regardless, it'll happen here very soon. 7 out of 40 in the jerseys here. I think a lot of folks were chasing that Yogi Berra bat.
Yeah.
It did slow down considerably after Berra came out. How about this? We got ourselves box number mojo, and we have a stat jersey of one of the best running backs of all time, Pro Football Hall of Famer Thurman Thomas, the 1991 NFL MVP. And let's see what the rest of the jersey says here, Colin. I love these stat jerseys. So let me flip it the other way. Thurman Thomas. We have ourselves 12,074 career rush yards, 65 career rushing touchdowns, 5-time Pro Bowler, 3-time first-team All-Pro, the 1991 NFL MVP, as I said, NFL 1990s All-Decade Team, and Pro Football Hall of Fame 2007. Congrats, Bobby, on your custom Thurman Thomas jersey, sir. Nice!
Fantastic.
Says Darcy.
That is
very
cool.
nice.
I got to get me a stat jersey. Those things are so cool.
They're so cool, man. Love a good stat jersey. So box number mojo delivers again, Colin. Delivers again for Bobby.
The jerseys have been awesome today so far. Tua Tagovailoa, that Terrell Suggs with him on it, and now this Thurman Thomas stat jersey.
And only one was a headliner.
And only one was a headliner.
Tyreek Hill.
We are in good hands with the jerseys.
Yeah. Bobby said, I'll put that jersey next to the 3 signature Bills jersey from last week, LOL.
Sheesh.
That was in box 2. First break we did in that series, right off the bat, triple sign Bills jersey. Darcy says 3 what? Yeah, you missed out, Darcy. It was a Thurman Thomas, Jim Kelly, and Andre Reed triple signed Bills jersey that came out in our last jersey series.
So cool.
Yes, love it.
Looks like we are... Nope, never mind. I lied. We're getting close on both the single and the double. I think we're 1 away on both.
For the diamond?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll knock those out. Darcy asking, you like the Bills, Bobby? Darcy's looking to trade, Bobby. Darcy will trade for anything Bills. 1 spot to go in the diamond single and the diamond double, and 1 spot to go in the minis. So
and 1 spot to go in the bats.
Okay, so we'll do a bunch of breaks
We're
coming
gonna do a
up.
bunch of breaks.
All right. I love that, Colin. Let's knock all these out. That should be back to back to back here.
Yep.
All filling up here very shortly in the break room. Well, good. Love to hear it. I love doing a bunch of different breaks. Busy show tonight. Who's the guy in the quad box break in the bats, by the way?
That would be Corey Corwin, I believe.
Corey Corwin?
Well, Corwin is his name. It's Corey B. I don't know how to say his last name.
Okay.
Sorry.
I think it's Beckler. I mean, that's
Beckler.
what I've been going with.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to keep it up for now, but I'm tempted to maybe offer him multiple spots in a single box break, something like that. But let's keep it for now, and we'll see what we'll reevaluate later. Regardless, we'll make that the last quad we do in the bats.
Sounds good.
Let's go, says Terry. Terry wants some breaks.
Minis first.
Double box break coming up in the minis. Drop me some numbers, folks. We'll rock and roll with some minis in the break room. Darcy dropping her email to Bobby if he wants to talk trades. Speaking of Bobby, he wants 23 for the minis. 23 is not there. 16 and 18, Chris is there, though. I'm going to go ahead and get those off the ticker. I'll add some more. Let's do 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25, Colin, the next mini break. But 16 and 18 works. Chris, on your minis, good sir.
16 and 18.
Manning and Montana, right? Works. We're going 9 times. Look at Reginald Taglicott back in the break room. What's up, Reggie Tags? He was back recently as well. Hadn't seen him much over the last 5 or 6 months. Used to be a break room regular, Colin.
He's back.
Reginald Taglicott.
I'll trade you too if you want. Toss me some of those.
Sounds good. 1 second, sir. 9 clicks here. Bobby G, you're up top. You've got the NFC North right below. This will let me copy and paste. Come on now. Cecil Smith right below in the NFC South. We got Cecil NFC East. It is Darcy NFC West, Paul AFC North, Bobby AFC South. We got Reginald AFC East and Chris AFC West. So good luck, guys. Double the boxes. Double the fun. Let's get these diamonds done. Let's get the diamonds done. 1 each away on both. 16 first, then 18 next. Skills on display. Mini helmets. Only a 35 box series. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Maybe the best mini helmet in the entire series. Number 1 all-time receiving yards per game 3 seasons in. Led the league in receiving this last season. It is Justin Jefferson on the Flash Mini. Jay Jettas, NFC North, Bobby G. Let's go, Bobby. Very nice on your Jay Jettas, Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, sick, man.
Fantastic hit. I didn't get the box he wanted, but this worked out better.
I would say.
Box 16 worked out better on the Jefferson Flash.
Jeez, Bobby. Back to back.
You're welcome, Bobby, says Chris. Yeah, man. You're welcome indeed. Bobby G. Who won the Jim Edmonds back, Colin?
Jim Edmonds. That was... Second? Timothy Boulay.
Timothy Boulay won that Edmonds, Devin, by the way. Did not say anything about it, so I don't know if you'll be able to trade. Glad I grabbed the wrong number. Thank you, says Bobby. You're welcome.
You nailed it.
Now pull the Adams, AFC North now. So we'll see. Oh, man, I was chasing that for a friend. Congrats, Bobby, says Darcy. So Chris wants the AFC West for Adams. Paul Lorenzo's got the AFC North. He wants an AFC North hit, Colin. All right, we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. Hey, Jettas, Justin Jefferson. One more coming up. Could it be a double headliner break? 1 in 16. I'd be willing to swap a helmet like Elway for the Jim Edmonds.
Oh my lord!
I would accept that trade
Tim,
in a hurry.
in here.
Accept that trade, John Elway for Jim Edmonds. Well, we do have an AFC West hit. It is one of the best defensive linemen ever. 6-time Pro Bowler, member of the 100 Sack Club, Neil Smith on the Bronco Eclipse. Congrats, Chris, on your Neil Smith mini.
Like the Broncos Eclipse. Looks nice.
Yeah, very nice. He won 2 Super Bowls with the Broncos with John Elway, who we were just talking about. Anthony Gear Prophet, Luigi Luisi,
Hey.
owner of the 1-of-1 Kamen Entchev autograph. Hate to say this, man. I hate to break your hearts. The Yogi Berra bat just went. This is the Yogi Berra bat. 1-of-1, he says. It's gone. I'm sorry, my man. You missed out on the Berra bat. This was pulled about, 20 minutes ago?
Mm-hmm.
So just went recently, the Berra bat.
Yeah. Feel like that sometimes, man.
Yeah, Chris says, awesome. I'm a Bronco fan. There you go, Chris.
Oh, that worked out.
That worked out well with the Neil Smith. So we have 4 and 14 from Paul in the Diamond Double. And Brian Brown asking Diamond question mark. The Diamond break's coming up, Brian.
Yep. Bats first, though.
Bats first, and then we'll do the Diamond Double. And then the single still one away, right, Colin?
Yep, I'm guessing it'll fill up, though, by the time we get through this.
I knew we wouldn't go without a Diamond break. That was too weird to think of. That's okay. I still got a 1-of-1. Panini keeps asking for it on the buyback, says Anthony. And they won my auto. I told you, Colin. And you had your autograph on there.
Oh, man.
Worth well more than $7.
A dual sign. Send it back in, Luigi.
Dual sign. Colin had his autograph on it.
Oh, my gosh.
Could be worth something one day.
It might lose value.
You'll send it back in. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Dual auto.
Oh, my gosh.
I like that.
If he actually sends it back in, I will sign it.
Yeah, perfect. We have 30 coming up in the bats. Terry Wilson asking for 30. 30 going off the ticker. Thank you, Terry. Bat break coming up. Griffey box. What bat headliner still left, says Devin? Johnny Bench and Vlad Guerrero Jr., sir. Answer your question. So we'll go 9 times here for our MLB divisions. This has been by far the hottest break in the room today. We did 2 quads, a double, 4 singles, a lot of bat breaks today. We got Chris saying 1 and 7 on the Diamonds. It was 4 and 14 first, Chris, from Paul Lewis. First come, first serve, but thank you so much on those Diamond box calls, sir. Thank you a bunch. Gotta be a little bit quicker. Paul Lewis is quick. It's tough to beat Paul Lewis.
He's on it.
You're good, Chris. No worries. He says, missed that. Sorry. No worries, man. You are good. Terry, you've got the AO East. We got Keith in the AO Central. Dave, AO West. Terry, NO East. Keith, NO Central. And Paul, NO West. Box 30 of 35 in the bats here. Good luck, folks. Well, let's see some fire here. Baseball bat break. Ooh, this is a former All-Star and a Hall of Famer. I believe he won an All-Star MVP, maybe, I think. Beautiful auto, too. Jim Rice with the Hall of Fame 09 inscription.
All right.
Jim Rice baseball bat. Very clean right there. Very nice autograph, dude. Absolutely love this. Red Sox legend. That's going to be the AO East. Terry Wilson wanted to win. You got the dub, Terry, on the Jim Rice. So got in the Hall of Fame in 2009, 8-time All-Star. He did get an MVP, Colin. I'm on top of things.
Look at you.
-1 Soto. I'm on top of everything. 1978 AL MVP. 3 times led the league in home runs. Twice in RBI. Took him a while to get in the Hall of Fame. 15th ballot. But my man Jim Rice, he got in. Congrats, Terry. He says, nice, thank you. You are very welcome. Terry Wilson on the Jim Rice bat. Let's get it. Fantastic right there.
Jim Rice.
So we have a diamond single as well on the way. Vinny wants 8 on that single. And real quick, Colin, what bat numbers do you have in here? Because I feel like I may not have taken something off the ticker. Because whatever we had earlier, I went through and I triple-checked it before the show. Did we have 4 there? Maybe to read off the ones you have there.
Nope.
You don't have 4?
7.
20. Actually, we did 25 in one of the bat doubles. 17, is that there? 17 is gone. You said you have 22 and 24?
7 and 20.
26 you don't have either.
5.
You have 5 here. And then we have, you think 10 left, right? 31 through 35 probably?
Yeah, I'm guessing that's in
There should be 10 left in the jerseys.
bats.
The bats, excuse me. The bats.
Almost jerseys.
Almost jerseys.
Pretty close if you don't think about it too hard.
That series is also pretty hot. So I know a couple guys want 7 on the single. Vinny was first with 8, though.
Of course he's first.
Vinny's always first.
He's always ready.
He's always ready on those box calls.
Ready to party, Mr. Batani.
Jim Rice getting put away here. Then we have a diamond double, then a diamond single, and then I think we're caught up here.
That's right.
Soto did get pulled, Devin. Soto, the outfielder,
Yes.
did get pulled.
Yes.
Just to be clear on that one.
That was Aaron King.
Yeah. Vinny called the number I wanted to, says Terry. Ooh. Maybe great minds think alike. So 4 and 14. Let me get these off the ticker. Vinny called 8 as well. We'll get that off the ticker. 2 in the diamonds. All righty. Good luck, folks. Let's see some fire, man. 9 times here. Off the charts. Double box break. This series is probably going to take off tonight. Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow, this series will take off.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of headliners to go. Diamonds do usually take off. Devin, I can say with about 100% certainty, there's not a Ken Griffey bat hanging out there. That would be a hidden headliner of hidden headliners.
Yes, that would be the hidden headliner of the century.
We got Ronnie up top. Ronnie, you've got the NFC North. Right below, it's Keith, NFC South. Chris Diaz, NFC East. It is Dave Hampton, NFC West. Johnny Swords, AFC North. Paul Lewis, AFC South. Chris Dominguez, AFC East. And Zachary DeAngelis, AFC West. Off the charts. Double box break. Can you hand me that other one? I want to make sure I don't drop these. Thank you, sir.
Yep.
So we will do 4 first and 14 next. Thank you, Paul Lewis, on those box calls, sir. Looking for Brett Favre in box 4.
Uh-huh.
Number 4 in box 4. That'd be something.
That'd be clever.
Here we go. 4 of 35 in the diamonds. This is the Josh Allen, says Chris.
Bold.
He might be saying it because he's got the AFC East column.
Well, that would make sense, wouldn't it?
Wishing it into existence for Chris Dominguez. Oh, my. Oh, what? What do we have here? I'm pretty sure there's a visor on this, whatever this is.
Why?
The Tua's got a visor, right?
The Tua's got a visor.
Oh, my God. I don't think there's even a headliner in this series.
Whoa.
Who's the player? Hold on. Oh, yeah. This is non-headliner. Phil Simms, Flash Authentic,
man.
with the sick red visor. Super Bowl champion quarterback for the Giants, former Pro Bowler, Phil Simms. That's the NFC East.
Sheesh.
Christopher Diaz. Let's go, Chris. How about that for a filler hit, Colin?
Good Lord.
Man, that's nasty.
Yeah, that'll do.
That'll do. I was like, a visor. I was like, usually if a helmet is a visor, it's a headline. I was like, is this the Tua? And I'm like, no, sir, Phil Simms. You had me all excited for the visor, says Chris. Thought it was the Tua. I thought so too, man. I thought it might have been Tua as well. Great hit on the Phil Simms.
Fantastic, dude. That's a Super Bowl MVP. There's not many of those.
Yeah, you're a quarterback. Well, what's your job? Win a Super Bowl? He did it.
Yep.
Phil Simms did it. Great hit, Chris. Man. For a filler hit, a third-tier hit, not in the listing, not on the page. That's how you do a filler hit. I mean, everything in the diamonds, in case you're new to the break room, there are no filler hits in the diamond helmets. This is actually one of the worst names you'll see, and it's one of the coolest helmets you'll see. Phil Simms Flash Authentic with a visor. This series is something else.
Always is.
Always is. It's never disappointed. Typically, this is the best series in the room. Every once in a while, depending on names in a given series, but on average, this is the best series we offer the diamond helmets.
I disagree with you there.
I feel bad putting this away, but I mean, that can't beat a Yogi Bear for hit of the show.
Yeah, or a Goldschmidt.
Yeah.
Even though it is sick.
14 is next. 14 of 35 in off-the-charts diamond helmets. I'm so used to opening up diamonds. The fact that it took us like almost 2 hours into the show to do one of these diamond boxes is shocking.
A little surprising.
A little surprising. Another authentic on the way. Are you joking right now? This is even better right here. We have ourselves one of, if not the best hit in the entire series.
Oh, no.
In box 14.
Oh, my.
It is the Jim Brown Lunar Authentic. The great running back for the Browns. Hall of Famer. One of the very best players of all time.
Wow.
Jim Brown Lunar Authentic. That's the AFC North. Johnny Swords with the Jim Brown.
Johnny Swords. This man came in today and he's won a Tua jersey and a Jim Brown Authentic.
My goodness. Radke Sports certified on the Jim Brown. Absolutely love this hit, Colin. Where's Bob Boulay when we need him? Johnny, what's your team? Want to trade for that Jim? Where's the Dictionary Webster? Where's Mike at?
Yeah, where's Bob Boulay?
Man, Jim Brown. 9-time Pro Bowler, Colin. Led the league in rushing yards, get this, 8 times in his career. He played 9 seasons and led the league in rushing 8 times.
It's unbelievable.
Made the Pro Bowl every year. 5 times led the league in rushing touchdowns. Pro and College Football Hall of Famer, Jim Brown, Lunar Authentic.
He's one of the best players of all time. They named the team after him.
Yeah, they did.
They didn't,
but they should have, right?
But they should have.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
That's why they're called the Cleveland Jimmies.
Cleveland Jimmies. Oh, I like that. Nice hit with the Jim Brown, says Terry Wilson. Very sweet. And I think, Colin, I was going to say we're going to do a hit video without a football helmet, but not a chance we're not including this.
I think he's made it.
It'll be a triple hit video. I think we're going to do the Jim Brown, the Yogi Bear, and the Paul Goldschmidt. Not a chance we don't put Jim Brown in a hit of the show video. I mean, honestly, got a tough call. All due respect to Paul Goldschmidt. Great player. Great career. Who'll be a Hall of Famer.
It's the bronze medal.
Not on the pedigree of these two guys. What do you like? Hit of the show, Yogi or Jim Brown? We don't get either guy in the break room very often.
Wow.
I know.
Tough decision. 2 of the best players in their given sport.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Yogi.
Yogi Berra?
I mean, 13 rings, man. 10 as a player.
Mm-hmm.
Just amazing. And one of the most prestigious sports ever. I like it. Give me Yogi.
I'm gonna do a cop-out here, Colin. I'm gonna cop out. I hate doing this, but I'm gonna be a cop-out. I'm going to say tie. I like both so much. I can't choose one, man. It's Jim Brown and Yogi Berra. Talk about 2 legends of the game. We call this a draw for hit of the show for me. I know, total cop-out. Kamen make a decision. These guys are both fantastic. 2 epic hits in the room today. Plenty more coming tonight.
Might have more right here. Off the charts, number 1, right? The single.
Oh, the single. I was going to say we're about to sign off. We're wide open, caught up on everything, but actually, we have a single box break coming up. Good call, Colin. So Jeff Carter, Zachary DeAngelis, Terry Wilson, Darcy Standish, Brian Brown, Paul Lewis, and Vincent Battani. Going 9 times. Yeah, these diamond helmets are off the rails right now. The series is phenomenal. There's goodies coming out left and right. I would say get your spots.
Absolutely.
Get your spots. This will get hot tonight. This will be a break that will not last long. We got Terry up top. You've got the NFC North. Right below is Vinny in the NFC South. It's Brian, NFC East. Zachary, NFC West. Paul, AFC North. Darcy, AFC South. Jeff, new guy in the AFC East, looking for a Josh Allen right off the bat. Paul Lewis, AFC West. It could be Kelsey. Tua's still out there. Bradshaw, Brett Favre, Justin Fields, Josh Allen, Travis Kelsey. Series is straight up loaded.
And fuego.
Here we go. 8 of 35 in the diamond helmets. This is likely the last break of the show. Unless something else is full or super close, Colin will take a brief dinner break and a regroup tonight at 7 p.m. Central Time. What a show it's been.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
We have not stopped breaking boxes nonstop here at Ultimate Autographs. I mean, enough said. Enough said about the Diamond Helmet Series. Guys, if you don't believe me, this is another great filler hit. Beautiful Flash Authentic Eddie George.
Oh, nice.
Former Heisman Trophy winner. Eddie George, 4-time Pro Bowler. He was on the cover of the first Madden video game ever played. I believe it was Madden 01, Eddie George. That's the AFC South. Darcy Standish with the Eddie George Flash Authentic.
Bravo, Darcy. One of the best flashes in the game.
Fantastic. One of my top 4. My holy grail of flashes, Colin. I know you've got your rankings. I've got my top 4. Depends on what mood I'm in. Chargers, Jaguars, Dolphins, and Titans. If I had to pick one, I would pick the Jaguars. But those 4 really depends on the mood. Elite level flashes. Wrong South, says Vinny. Not that time, but AFC South has been one of the hottest divisions in the break room the last 4 or 5 days. Great hit, Darcy, on the Eddie George Flash Authentic.
I mean, if you're getting a Flash helmet, too, in the AFC South, between the Jaguars, the Titans, and the Colts, those are 3 top 15 and 2 top 10.
Yes.
2 top 5.
Agreed.
Crazy.
I thought it was actually Derrick Henry, to be honest, at first. Because his autograph actually is not that different than this one. But Eddie George, not bad either.
The Big E gives
the big
it away.
one. Yeah, the Big E gave it away.
Good Lord, Eddie George. Underrated overall, man.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 straight seasons over 1,000 yards. Well over 1,000 yards rushing.
Yeah, he was very good. Played in that Super Bowl against the Rams. Him and the Titans came up 1 yard short.
Oh, so tragic for Titans fans.
Yeah.
Very happy for Rams fans.
AFC South did not work for Terry yesterday. AFC South on Sunday was nonstop. On Monday, it was nonstop. So it depends on the series. But we do have all divisions represented at one point or another here in the break room.
Well, we've had Eddie George and Alvin Kamara as far as AFC South and NFC South.
I know the Souths
just
are
today.
The Souths are the ones people don't want, but we've had 2 great South hits today alone. Not that many boxes either as far as football breaks. A lot of baseball boxes this show. It was all about the baseball bats this show.
No kidding, a lot of those.
So we're going to do a chase wheel spin. I think it's going to be 24 names because we had the diamond double and then the diamond single for the chase wheel spin. Question for you guys in the chat. Would you rather have a Jim Brown Lunar Authentic or would you rather have a Yogi Berra baseball bat? Because it's a tough call for sure. Vinny says, start me on 9. Vinny's assuming he's going to win the chase wheel spin. Okay, Vinny. Luigi likes the bats. Okay. It's Yogi Berra, man. It's fantastic. Walker likes the Jim Brown. Brian likes the Jim Brown. 9th and final click. It's Keith Brewer. Keith. Have not seen Keith in the chat. So, Keith, I'm going to give you about 20 seconds, sir, just in case you're out there. Otherwise, we're starting on 1. You guys get 100 last night or something?
Yeah, we got 100 last night. And I think 97 in the early show. So
wow.
It's been hot.
This wheel has been hot. 100. Wow.
Yeah, I couldn't believe
I
it.
believe the second 100 so far on the virtual wheel.
Unbelievable.
We got 1 vote for Yogi Berra, 2 votes for Jim Brown for hit of the show, Colin.
Okay, all right. I mean, either way, respectable.
Yeah. You can't go wrong with either. 58 on the loaded dice, says Terry. Another vote for the bat. It's 2-2, Colin.
Uh-oh, we need a tiebreaker.
We need a tiebreaker. The trenches has not broken yet, Raider Paul. We're spinning this bad boy for Keith. The wheel's still hot. Not as hot as last night, but $77.
Nothing wrong with
Keith
that.
Brewer, not bad at all. So, one last peek at these 2 items. Colin, if you can hand me the Jim Brown Lunar Authentic. So this is a beautiful authentic, maybe a top 2 or 3 running back of all time. Jim Brown. That's a fantastic hit. Spinning this bad boy around. I did a cop-out. I said tied for first.
Yeah, maybe you have to break the tie.
Yeah. Well, we got a tiebreaker here. Raider Paul says got to go with the Berra bat.
Okay.
That's 3-2 for Yogi.
Yogi's taking the late lead.
Yogi's taking the late lead. Actually, it's going to be, might be the win unless someone else drops one in. Let me take a quick peek here. Make sure that we're not super close or full on anything. No personals that you know of, Colin?
Not today, anyway.
So 8 to go on the diamonds, 6 to go in the bats, 8 to go in the minis, 8 to go in the jerseys, 5 to go in the back quad, 6 in the trenches, 7 reps, 4 college, 4 can't miss. That's a great signing off point. Busy early show. So fantastic show tonight, guys. We'll be right back here in just over an hour, or just under an hour, actually.
Yep.
6:03. It's 4 and 7 Central Time, Monday through Friday, 2 and 7 Central Time on Saturdays and Sundays. We'll see you guys right back here at 7.